Hello everyone, so today this video is going to be a little bit different and I'm going to be really honest with you guys, as there's been a few things that have been on my mind that I kind of want to just go through with you and clear up basically, just because it's been bugging me. Now hopefully you guys know me as the kind of happy-go-lucky guy. I don't really rant or don't really talk about stuff that I hate, or I don't really get involved in any of that kind of drama stuff. But there's a few topics I wanted to talk to you guys about on here. Now, I'm going to try and be as honest as I can with you. This is really difficult for me just because this is something that's been on my brain for probably the last 6 months, and I just kind of wanted to get it all out, sit down and chat with you guys and just kind of, yeah, clear a few things up basically. So like I said, there's a couple of things I want to go through, but firstly I want to touch on being creatively frustrated. Now, a lot of you guys are obviously upset, and rightly so, that I haven't been creating lots and lots of videos, but I've kind of got myself, and it's happened before and I've been trying to get through it. It's kind of been from the very start of how I started YouTube basically, is that I had this idea of what I wanted my channel to be. I wanted it to be this lifestyle and fashion and much more basically, and go out and create the videos like my coffee shop videos, like the shopping with videos, and a bunch of other ideas that I've got. However, those videos take a lot of time to produce. They involve myself, they involve someone else to shoot them, they involve contacting people like to go to the store or to go to the coffee shop or to get someone interesting that I want to talk about. So there's kind of a lot of planning that goes into that. Now, that can be really frustrating when you can see what you want to do, but I can't sustain it. And I can't shoot it in the way that I want to shoot it. And, you know, whoever helps me with my videos, like maybe they're not around for the certain time, or it's getting into gear and organizing it properly. And these are all kind of things that can be resolved, but it's something that I have to accept, the fact that I can't do these videos every week. And if I want to, it means that I can't do it on my own, so I have to get help, and I'm not very good at that. I kind of like doing everything myself, and I'm a bit particular about design and aesthetic and all that kind of stuff, as you guys know, so it can be very frustrating. So off the back of that, what happens is that I get into this state where I'm not motivated to make videos because the videos that I want to make I can't, or you know, I can only put out one of those every 2 months or whatever. So I just get really frustrated with it, and I end up just not having any motivation to make videos at all. And that's not good. Like, that is not good, because I hate being not productive basically. Like, I like being productive with my time, and I like making stuff and being busy and being creative. And I would class myself as a creative, and I feel like I haven't been getting that outlet of work that I want to put out, and it's just really frustrating. Like, I'm kind of probably jumbling my words and not really getting the message clear, but it's because it's still up here and I haven't really verbalized this yet. This is the first time that I've been kind of actually properly thinking about it and talking about it. So on top of that, there's also this pressure that comes with having an audience basically, and having people that follow you and look to you for certain things. So you kind of want to fulfill those expectations, and for me creatively I find that really tough, you know, because I overthink things. And you know, when I first started on YouTube, I was really free and open to kind of put out what I wanted. I didn't really mind. I was just like, yeah, I have this idea, so I want to shoot that, and I have this idea and I want to shoot that. But now I kind of, obviously I'm so thankful that I have people following me and I have an audience and I'm able to do this, because I wouldn't change it for anything. But there is a pressure that comes with that. Now, I don't know if, I'm sure that other YouTubers feel like this, I'm sure that other people with audiences feel like that. It's just because I feel like you're putting a part of yourself out there when you're creating this stuff, and it's just a pressure that it's kind of scary. And you know, once you've put all this work into making something and you put it out to an audience where it's an immediate where you have an immediate feedback of, you know, how you guys liked it or how you didn't like it, and how I look and this imperfection and stuff like that, it just makes you think about all that stuff, and you're very analytical about yourself. Like, I'm constantly looking at myself thinking like, oh, why do I do this and why do I do that? And I know these are all my kind of monsters that I need to get over, and that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video, just because I'm putting it out there, I'm verbalizing it, and I just kind of, yeah, just wanted to kind of sit down and bloody chat about it. So yeah, there are a few things. And the other thing that I wanted to touch on with you guys is about, you know, a lot of you ask what do I do, what is my job, you know, and how do I make money? And now, this is my job, like this is my full-time thing. I'm able to make a living from this, and that is an amazing privilege to be able to do that. Like I said, I've done, you know, I basically stopped, like I used to run a small web design and development business before YouTube, and I stopped that to do this, and that's amazing. Like obviously it's the best thing ever. Like I absolutely love it, and I get to do amazing things and have amazing opportunities. But with that, there's an expectation. Like for instance, you know, I got married. I have a mortgage on a house, and I have bills, just like anyone else. Just have like any normal person, basically. But with that comes the pressure of obviously making money, and you know, I don't know if I've ever been honest with you like this in terms of how I make money. Now, how I make money, I'm sure you guys know, is that I basically, I make money from the views of my channel. However, that is not enough to live sustainably from my channel. So then what I do, and you guys know this, is that I work with brands to make videos for you guys that obviously pays me my salary, basically. Now, I just wanted to clear a few things up on that with you guys. Like, I don't think you understand how many inquiries and how many contacts and all that kind of stuff you get from brands. Now, it is every day. Every day I probably get about 60 emails of people saying, hey, we'll give you this, we'll send you that, we'll pay you to do this, we'll send you here, here's this product, can you talk about that, can you work with us on this? Now, I honestly only pick a very, very small percentage of those things, because when those things come into my inbox and when they're all managed, the first thing I think about is you guys, because I wouldn't be getting those inquiries if it wasn't for you guys, basically. If I didn't have an audience and I didn't have, you know, a channel where I can put certain things out. So that is the first thing, above anything else, above money, above anything else, that is the first thing that I think about. Now, if I think that it is going to be exciting, and if I think that it is going to be something that you guys enjoy and something that I would enjoy, then I get really excited about that. And the bottom line of this is something that I wanted to talk to you guys about, is that just because I'm working with a brand doesn't mean that it's not my video and it's not my creative concept, and I haven't come up with that. I think just because you see the fact that it says ad, or the fact that it is a sponsored video, or there's a link in the description, or all that kind of stuff, it's still my video. I've still spent hours coming up with a concept for that video, you know, filming that video, editing that video, and it is still my thing, my baby that I've created, regardless of whether I've been paid to do it or not. My ultimate goal is to make videos and make good videos that I really love. And I feel privileged that I can do that. So I just want you guys to know that it's not a case of a brand comes to you, they say, hey, we've got this idea, we want you to do this, and you know, basically, can you sell this for us? Like, you do get stuff like that, but I wouldn't do that. You know, the ones that I've taken on, I feel like I'm very proud of. So I hope that all makes sense and you guys understand that. Like, it feels like a weight has been lifted just because I wanted to talk to you about that, because it's this thing that is an unknown that nobody really talks about on YouTube, is money and how people make money. Obviously, people know that you make money from views, right? But in terms of the branded stuff, yes, that is how I make money. That is how I am able to sustain me doing this. It's a case of, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't make videos and I wouldn't be able to do this. So yeah, that's it basically. And I just wanted to kind of clear the air and update you guys on, one, how I'm feeling, and two, how that works for me. And also, I just again want to say a huge thank you, because I'm so thankful that I'm able to do this for a living, and I'm able to make these videos and create these videos for you. Now, going off of that, there is definitely something that I've kind of got caught up with, and that is striking a balance between doing videos that are branded and doing videos that are totally original concepts. So that's something that I've struggled with, because because I come from like a business background, and I basically took on projects and I made stuff for other people, and I kind of ran that along and stuff. Like basically that is how I kind of saw this as like, okay, well another project comes on, that's really exciting, I'm going to put that out. And then before you know it, there's 4 videos that you're doing, and then there's no videos that you've created that you want to work on, because you're like, oh well, I'm tied up to do this and tied up to, and it's not that you don't want to work on these videos, it's just the fact that like there are some concepts of playlists that I really want to do. Like I was talking about at the start of this video, where it's like I want to do the coffee stuff, I want to do more style related stuff, you know, I want to do more lifestyle stuff, and kind of get them properly shot and create the stuff that I want to. So it's striking a balance between you know, the stuff I'm taking on branded wise and sponsored wise, and then the original concepts that I've come up with. So that is something that I'm going to work on, that is something that I'm really focused on. So April, Alex and I are going to well, we're traveling basically to LA and going to Coachella and doing a bunch of traveling up to Portland and stuff, and like that whole month I'm dedicating to basically creating videos that I want to create. And I'm kind of gonna get over this whole, you know, it has to be perfect, and this concept of like, getting slumped down and bummed out about it. I'm just gonna put videos out. So I'm just gonna put videos out for you guys that the ideas that I come up with, I'm just gonna do them, and I'm gonna put them out, and hopefully you enjoy them, because it's something that I want to do. Anyway, I feel like I'm jabbering on now. And I've lost my train of thought. Oh, there's one more thing I've remembered, and that is also, it's almost impossible not to compare yourself to others and to, you know, for instance, like I'm a massive fan of like Hype Beast and High Snobiety, Mr. Porter, like all those kind of fashion channels and blogs and stuff like that, and I kind of keep up to date with them religiously because it's something I'm passionate about. However, like I then look at my video and say, oh, I want to be creating videos like that, and I forget that they have a whole team behind them doing that. And that's what I get frustrated with, because I'm just one guy. Obviously Jake is massively helping me, and we're kind of working together on a bunch of stuff, but still, even with us two, Jake's busy on other stuff, I'm doing stuff, so it just, yeah, it's just not enough. So that's something I'm going to work on, is actually getting people to help me with stuff to make these videos that I want to make. And it's not just that, it's comparing yourself to other people and going like, oh, wish I could do this, or I wish I could be like that, and all this kind of stuff. But let me just tell you one piece of advice right now. Do not compare yourself to other people. That is a bad spiral of descent to get into. Like that will get you bummed down. That it will get you so bummed out. There's just no point in doing it. So do not compare yourself to other people, because at the end of the day, everyone is different. Everyone has their talents, everyone has their different quirks and all that kind of stuff. And you just have to be yourself, and you just have to be your own individual person. And that is something that I massively believe in. So you have to be yourself. And if you want to do something, just do it. Like, just do it. I know this is getting a bit cliche, but I really mean that. Like, don't compare yourself to others. Do stuff that you really want to do, and don't let anyone tell you that you can't do that. Because when I first started this channel, obviously, you know, I was around Louis, the support of Louis and Ben and stuff like that. So we were kind of had this little unit that we were encouraging each other. But then I had loads of people tell me that I couldn't do it. Like I was running something which I built up, and they were like, well, why are you not focusing on that? And I was like, well, because I like doing this, and this is really fun. And I just did it, and then here we are now. So look, it is possible. Anyway, I think I'm done. I think I've got a bunch of stuff off my chest. This is probably gonna be a bunch of blurbing out. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But yeah, this was a really important video for me. I've been thinking about this a lot. I wanted to clear those things up with you, and then just to kind of have a chat with you guys. And I don't think I've done this before, in terms of like talk about how I feel, things that are bugging me, and just, you know, I need to do this to get to the next step, basically, to kind of get this out there and then be more motivated to do more stuff. So this is my video that held me accountable for doing those things. So, you know, I'm not going to compare myself to people. I'm going to make the stuff that I want to make. I'm going to strike a balance between doing my stuff and branded stuff. And yeah, like, let me know if this has been kind of a good video for you guys, whether you've enjoyed it, and whether like what I'm talking about you understand. And again, like, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, you know, checking out my blog, all my social media. Like, I am so thankful, and you know, I wouldn't be here without you guys, and I wouldn't be in the position, have the opportunities that I get without you guys. So I am very, very thankful for that. Like, I really mean that, because I feel like I've got the best job. Even though I do get bummed out, that's part of work. And, you know, I feel very thankful that this is my job and I get to do the stuff that I really want to do. So anyway, I'm going to end it there just because I feel like I'm just, blabbing on now. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And like I said, going to America and wow, I've completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, going to America with Alexia and traveling, go to Coachella, all that kind of stuff. So there's going to be videos from there. There's also some, off of this is what I'm talking about. There's also a couple of playlists that I'm putting on my channel well, starting playlists on my channel of these ideas that I've come up with. I'm not going to tell you about them now, but they are coming on my channel. And what else? Yeah, I think that's it. So I will see you guys in America, where I will be next week to make you guys a video. All right, I'm chatting crap now. I'll see you next week. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's been nice to sit down and be honest and have a chat with you guys. Okay, bye-bye.